Hey everyone, Mystery Maiden here, and today I'm excited to show you how to build this adorable axolotl house right behind me. This build is completely survival friendly, using blocks that are easy to gather for those of you playing outside of creative mode. This build was so much fun to put together. The axolotl house behind me is a cute build that will fit in well with any world, and I can't wait to show you how to make it. Here, I've put together all the blocks we'll need for this build, but I've done it a bit differently than last time. In the first chest, I've laid out all the different types of blocks you'll need to build this cute little house, including pink wool, birch, and lanterns. In the second chest, I've included the exact block count you'll use for your build. Of course, in both survival and creative, you can always swap out the blocks if you want to customize your axolotl house. First, you're going to want to clear out a 30 by 16 area. Don't forget to leave a 24 block long space at the back for the tail. We'll need that later. Next, we're going to head to the front left corner. Start by placing a magenta square that's 2 by 2, then place a pink square next to it. Repeat on the other side. Now fill in the space with pink wool, but leave a 2 block gap for the door. For the next layer, place a square of pink concrete and fill in up to the 2 block gap with pink wool. Now repeat on the other side. Fill in the top layer of the gap with pink wool. On top of the pink squares, place a black concrete square on each side for the eyes. Fill the space between the eyes with pink wool, but leave a 4 block wide gap in the middle for the mouth. Fill the gap with magenta terracotta. Next, we're going to build a 4 block high pink wool pillar and extend it all the way across the face. The front of the face is complete. Now time to work on the side. Start in the bottom right corner and build up a pillar matching the blocks that are next to it. Next, place a square of magenta terracotta followed by pink concrete and then pink wool. Come back to the bottom and place a magenta terracotta square, place a pink wool square, and a pink concrete square. Fill in the following blocks with pink wool. Fill in this square with pink concrete. Place a magenta terracotta square and then a purple terracotta square. Place a pink concrete square and next to it place a pink wool square. Build up with pink wool here, and then fill in this gap with pink wool. Build one more pink wool square and fill the rest in with pink concrete. We're now done with the side of the head. Repeat the last few steps on the other side. Now we work on the top of the head. Place a line of pink concrete next to where the concrete already is on both sides of your axolotl head. Here we're going to place a 2 by 4 strip of magenta terracotta. Repeat on the other side and in between place pink concrete. Fill in the rest of the space with pink wool. Now it's time for the back of the head. Place magenta terracotta underneath this strip and add a 2 by 2 square beneath the left side blocks. Repeat. Now place your pink and magenta blocks around the outer edge, matching the blocks next to it. Fill in the bottom 2 layers with magenta terracotta, leaving a 6 block gap in the middle. Fill in the next 5 layers with pink concrete. On the 6th layer, bridge across. Fill in the rest of the space with pink concrete. With that, our axolotl head is done, not counting the details. Now time to create the banners to make the sparkle in the axolotl's eye. Start by putting in your black banner and white dye. Then click this white square on 2 of them, and on the other 2, click these corner squares. Make a border with black on all of the banners. Place the big square on the outside of either eye. Place the corner squares on the inside of either eye. Now let's build the features on the side of the axolotl's head by placing a magenta, pink, and purple square. Fun fact, did you know these bits on an axolotl are actually external gills? Anyways, back to building. Add another pink square followed by a magenta square. Now we're going to repeat the pattern, placing a pink square, a magenta square, a pink square again, purple, and then magenta. Come here to the top of the head and repeat the pattern. Now that we've finished this side, copy it to the other side. Now we're done with the head details, time to work on the body. Place a 2x2 square of each of these colors side by side. Purple, magenta, pink, magenta, pink, purple, magenta, pink, magenta, and pink. Place a magenta square here, a pink square on top of that, and finally a pink wool square right there. Fill this up with pink wool to the top, and do the same here. Place a square of pink concrete and then fill the rest in with pink wool. Fill this section in with pink wool, and on the next, place a pink concrete square and pink wool above that. Fill the next 2 layers in with pink wool. Place 1 last square of pink concrete, and the entire rest of the side can be filled in with pink wool. Now copy this onto the other side. Now fill the back end with pink wool 5 blocks far from either side. Now place a big 4x4 square of magenta terracotta. Now do the same with pink concrete. Now another magenta square. And now a purple 6x2 square. Fill in the rest of the space with brown terracotta. On either side of the brown terracotta, place a square of magenta terracotta. Now place your pink and magenta blocks around the outer edge. Now place a 2x2 magenta terracotta square, skip 2 blocks, place a 2x4 rectangle, skip 2 blocks, place a 2x2 square. Fill in the missing sections with pink concrete. Fill in the next 2 layers with pink concrete as well. Place a pink wool square, then a pink concrete square, then a 2x4 magenta terracotta square, then a pink concrete square, and a pink wool square. And with that, the body of the axolotl is done. Now time to work on the tail. Start by placing a 2x4 rectangle of purple terracotta, then a 2x4 rectangle of magenta terracotta, then a 2x6 rectangle of pink terracotta, a 2x4 rectangle of magenta terracotta, an 8x2 of purple terracotta. Build out 8 blocks with magenta. Come in 4 blocks and build a 2x6 square of magenta terracotta. Add a square of purple and an L shape of magenta. Then add a square of purple and a square of magenta. Bring the purple down to the floor and all the way back. Place magenta terracotta in this gap. Then place a square of pink, skip a block, place another, and continue until you have 4 squares. Fill in the rest of the tail with pink wool. And with that, the tail is done. Place a square of purple and magenta terracotta, then pink concrete, pink wool, and around the pink wool, place pink terracotta. Repeat these steps for the other legs. Now for the front door, we'll place birch fences topped with birch tap doors. Next to the trap doors, place slabs, and in between the birch fences, place iron bars. Place a pair of birch doors here, and above the birch doors, place birch trap doors. Now space some birch fences 1 block apart, and place lanterns on top of each of them. In between our birch fences, place stone pressure plates randomly to create a nice pathway. And the outside is done. Inside, clear out the dirt and grass blocks and replace them with birch planks. Now that that's finished, the inside is looking nice and tidied up. Now come 9 blocks forward and 4 blocks to the right and place birch pillars like this. Bridge from one pillar to the other on each of these. Place 2 doors in the middle and place stairs here. Now it's time to do the actual stairs. Place a combination of stairs and upside down stairs. Now fill in this area with birch slabs. Now repeat the staircase from the right side onto the left side. Now fence off the overhang. Now time to add some light. Add birch fences and place lanterns underneath them. Now add some lanterns along the railing. Now add some trapdoors and lanterns underneath them along the walls. Remember that gap from earlier? Well, we're going to place some stripped birch logs along it, and then birch fences along the logs, and stairs above the birch fences, connecting the stairs with trapdoors. And with that, our axolotl house is complete. And there you have it, your very own adorable axolotl house is completely ready to be filled with all your tools and decorations. I hope you had fun following along this build. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more Minecraft builds and videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, happy building!